The deep sea is a vast and immense kingdom, filled with mysterious wonders that have challenged human exploration for centuries. This boundless realm covers most of the Earth's surface and serves as an astonishing habitat for extraordinary creatures. It is a place where sunlight cannot reach, and immense pressure creates a completely different world. At such depths, everything becomes dark and frigid, with only mysterious sound waves cutting through the silence. Under special glowing lights, deep-sea creatures emerge like figures from mythology, fish with bizarre shapes, bioluminescent beings shimmering in the darkness, and colossal predators with massive jaws, seemingly ready to devour anything in their path. Why do creatures become larger and take on such strange forms the deeper we go? This video will take you on an expedition to the deepest point ever explored by humans to discover what inhabitants thrive in the abyss. Welcome back to Wonders of Nature. If we imagine the ocean as a layered cake, marine life is distributed across 5 different layers, depending on light availability, temperature, and depth. 200 meters below sea level, the sunlit zone. This is the starting point of our ocean exploration. Known as the sunlit zone, this area is where most marine life exists, relying on energy from sunlight. Here, animals and plants form a unique and vibrant ecosystem, creating an underwater paradise bursting with colors. 200 to 1,000 meters, the twilight zone. Deeper down, we enter the twilight zone of the ocean. Here, light becomes dim, and photosynthesis is impossible. A remarkable fish, the oarfish, has been discovered at this depth. It is the longest bony fish in the world, reaching up to 17 meters in length and weighing nearly 270 kilograms. With a silver-white body and red fins, the oarfish is named for its long, oar-like pectoral fins. Initially, people believed it moved by wriggling like a sea serpent, but later observations revealed that it swims with its body straight, propelling itself forward using undulating motions of its dorsal fin. 500 meters below sea level, home of the giants. At this depth, we encounter the Japanese spider crab, which can live up to 100 years. Its legs can stretch over 4 meters, while its body remains relatively small, resembling a massive red spider. These crabs inhabit the Pacific Ocean, from Aichi Prefecture in Japan to the northeastern coast of Taiwan. If you happen to see an emperor penguin at this depth, don't be surprised. These incredible birds can hold their breath underwater for an hour and dive as deep as 565 meters, making them the best diving birds in the world. This is also where the blue whale resides, the largest living mammal on Earth. It can grow up to 33 meters long and weigh more than 180 tons. Additionally, we find the giant squid, a legendary yet mysterious deep-sea creature. Even in the 21st century, the giant squid remains one of the few large animals shrouded in mystery. For a long time, no one had ever photographed a living specimen, and much of what we know about this elusive creature remains a mystery. Most of what we know comes from the corpses of these creatures drifting onto the shore. It wasn't until 2004 that the first photograph of a live giant squid in its natural habitat was taken in the Chatham Rise region at a depth of about 1,000 meters. Although we may not know much about these mysterious creatures, we do know that they are enormous. The largest individual ever found measured 13 meters in length, about the size of a school bus, and weighed around 275 kilograms. Compared to most squids, which are usually no longer than 60 centimeters, these giants are truly remarkable. Scientists believe that, due to their massive size, they have very few natural predators. This allows them to hunt freely in the deep sea, capturing prey with their extremely long tentacles. Their enormous size also means they have a very slow metabolism. Kleiber's law explains that the larger an animal is, the less energy each gram of tissue consumes. For example, a 3 kilograms cat needs about 150 calories per day, whereas a 300 kilograms tiger, 100 times heavier, only requires 3,000 calories, just 20 times more. Food is scarce in the deep ocean, so these creatures mainly wait for food to drift down from the upper layers of water. They must digest efficiently to increase their body size while conserving energy. Giant squids have mastered this strategy exceptionally well. A study estimated that the metabolic rate of a giant squid is extremely low, burning only 45 calories per day. Incredibly, they only need about 0.03 kilograms of food. A single 5 kilograms fish could sustain a 500 kilograms giant squid for around 200 days. Their energy requirements are 300 to 600 times lower than other similarly sized apex predators. This suggests that giant squids live at a particularly slow pace. They do not chase prey in epic battles as we might imagine. Instead, they lie in wait for prey to approach and then use the hooks on their tentacles to snare them. This ambush lifestyle is an excellent strategy because, in such deep waters, hunting by sight is nearly impossible due to extremely limited visibility. Giant squids have the largest eyes of any known animal, with a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. However, scientists believe these eyes are not for catching prey but rather for detecting and avoiding predators. At depths of 1,000 meters, all sunlight disappears, plunging the ocean into complete darkness. The only visible light here comes from bioluminescence, emitted by glowing marine organisms or predators using lure-based hunting techniques. The pressure at these depths is immense, the temperatures are shockingly low, and the number of living organisms decreases significantly. Yet, the sense of mystery only grows stronger. How can there be fireworks in the deep sea? It turns out that this phenomenon comes from a rare and beautiful jellyfish. It has glowing purple tentacles and a translucent blue bell, resembling fireworks exploding on the ocean floor, earning it the name firework jellyfish. In the deep-sea world, where there is no natural light, many marine creatures possess bioluminescence. They emit this glow through chemical reactions in their bodies to attract prey, find mates, or evade predators. Interestingly, the firework jellyfish itself does not produce light. The colors we see result from light reflecting off its body. Another fascinating sight at this depth is the leatherback sea turtle, the largest reptile known to humankind. Leatherback turtles have dark blue or black skin, with scattered white or pale spots on their bodies. They are excellent divers and primarily feed on jellyfish, earning them the nickname jellyfish eating machines. However, firework jellyfish must be very cautious, as at a depth of 1,300 meters, a bizarre-looking predator lurks, the goblin shark, known for its grotesque snout. Its upper jaw can freely retract when hunting. First, it uses its sharp, protruding snout to detect prey. Once it detects a target, it immediately bares its upper jaw to bite its opponent. The launching speed of the upper jaw of the ugly shark reaches 0.16 seconds. This is certainly an absolute speed for a shark's hunting instinct. The scarcity of food and the need to avoid predators are some of the main pressures that have driven deep-sea animals to develop massive sizes and slow metabolism. However, that is not the only challenge. The deep, cold waters themselves have given rise to such giant creatures. Another quite convincing hypothesis for this phenomenon is that colder water has a higher oxygen concentration. However, animals in this environment consume very little oxygen because cold water slows down their metabolism. The abundant oxygen supply far exceeds the animal's needs, possibly breaking the limits of growth. In a remote part of the cold northern seas, one of the most bizarre giant creatures exists, the Greenland shark. This species is the largest fish in the Arctic Ocean. It is one of the largest shark species, reaching a length of 7.3 meters and weighing up to 1.5 tons. This creature lives at a depth of 2,200 meters in frozen waters. It is the only shark species capable of surviving in Arctic waters year-round. The harsh and frigid environment has made this shark not only enormous but also exceptionally long-lived. It is the longest living vertebrate in the world. This shark family evolved around 450 million years ago, long before dinosaurs or even trees appeared. The Greenland shark belongs to a lineage of sharks that is over 100 million years old and still exists today. Some exceptional individuals can live up to 512 years. Scientists estimate its lifespan to be at least 272 years. Its astonishingly long life may be due to its extremely low metabolic rate. Like the giant squid, its primary diet consists of fish. However, researchers have never observed it hunting. Occasionally, remains of reindeer or even horses have been found undigested in their stomachs. But the ocean goes even deeper. As we continue downward, we enter the deep open ocean. The deep open ocean. From 4,000 to 6,000 meters, where pressure is 600 times greater than on land, this region is in perpetual darkness. It is characterized by constant cold and a scarcity of nutrients. However, this area is considered the largest ecosystem supporting life on Earth. covering 300 million square kilometers, approximately 60% of the planet's surface. Many marine creatures here lack visual organs and can only perceive the world through touch. Creatures here include sponges, starfish, and sea cucumbers. But the depths of the ocean do not stop there. The Hadal Zone. From 6,000 to 11,000 meters lies the Hadal Zone, existing within long, narrow, V-shaped trenches. The deepest location ever discovered by humans is the Mariana Trench. Despite all our theories and understanding, life continues to thrive in these extreme depths. The creatures here have evolved into truly bizarre forms, ranging from monstrous, hellish-looking beings to colossal creatures that seem to belong in legends. Japan, giant red jellyfish, oarfish, sharks, and large arthropods, these creatures are all examples of the bizarre deep-sea organisms. They tend to grow significantly larger than their shallow water relatives. At a depth of 8,000 meters underwater, scientists have discovered the deep-sea snailfish. This is the deepest living fish ever photographed by humans and the largest among vertebrates found at such depths. Now, let's descend even further to the deep-sea floor, below 10,000 meters, where the water pressure reaches up to 1,000 atmospheres, equivalent to 2,000 elephants stepping on a person. Yet, surprisingly, a creature known as the short-legged hook shrimp is able to survive here. These tiny shrimp, only a few centimeters long, can withstand such immense pressure. Life is truly miraculous. Finally, let's explore the deepest part of the Mariana Trench, 11,034 meters underwater, a place often called the closest point to the Earth's core. The temperature here ranges from 1 to 4 degrees Celsius. There is no light, and the pressure can reach 1,100 times that of the surface. Here, marine snow brings down nutrients that cannot otherwise reach this depth. At such extreme depths, it seems impossible for life to exist, but surprisingly, the deeper we go, the more we find creatures crawling along the ocean floor. One of them is a giant deep-sea isopod, an arthropod that can grow up to 50 centimeters in size, while its garden-dwelling relatives are only 5 to 6 millimeters long. These creatures feed on decaying matter and scavenged remains, eating whatever decomposing material they can find. These giant arthropods have been known to survive more than 5 years without food in captivity. Their massive body size also allows them to travel longer distances in search of their next meal. At such depths, in cold temperatures, the water feels denser than it does at the surface. Another reason for their large size might be related to water viscosity. A larger body size could provide a respiratory advantage, helping these invertebrates overcome the greater resistance of denser water. But despite these adaptations, it's still puzzling how there is enough food to sustain these giant isopods. Researchers have discovered that some of these creatures might be feeding on an unexpected source. While studying hook shrimp, scientists found a unique enzyme called Kula, which helps break down plant matter. This is surprising because no plants are known to survive at such depths, and scavengers typically do not need this enzyme to digest marine snow-derived algae. However, when scientists tested this enzyme, they found it could directly convert sawdust and wood fragments into glucose. The higher the pressure, the faster and more efficiently the enzyme could break down cellulose. There may be no plants in these deep-sea regions, but occasionally, large pieces of wood from the surface sink to the ocean's deepest parts. The ability to convert this wood directly into energy increases the survival chances of creatures with few other food options. This brings us to the end of our deep-sea exploration. In reality, human knowledge of the ocean is still very limited. The depths of the sea hold countless mysteries waiting to be discovered. What do you think? Feel free to leave a comment below about any fascinating ocean facts you know. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you again.